probably would be nice if I had my actual other model on here. Oh, is it just that zoomed in? My god, this was huge. Oh, I see it slightly. We're getting there. Jeez, I forgot how big this model really was. We're just using a temporary solution for now. Excuse me. Forgive me, for I am in the process of getting everything ready. Properties. Okay, let's see if that works. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. How are my little sweetlings doing tonight? Do I sound good? Is the microphone working clearly? Or is it possibly just because of the model? I cannot tell for sure. The voice is working? Or is it the model? Again, you have to be specific. Oh, fuck, you little sweetheart. I'm just testing out something new. I figured it would fit better since, I am a little bit more demonic in nature after all. And, uh, and the best part about it is a lot of other people have been pushing for me to try to do some kind of voice like this, so I figured I'd give it a shot and see how it is. So how are we doing tonight? Thank you. I appreciate it. Now that I finally got it up and working, it spent far too long deciding on a voice and finally just settled with this one. We have started a tiny bit later than I would like, but you can't really complain. At least not at a time like this, anyway. um, so let's see. What could I'd like to hear. Oh, why do I have Twitch still on my phone? I know I should. Let's see how this is. Because I unfortunately cannot hear myself without turning everything on. Well, without turning on a hear me mode on my voice. So we'll have to. Ooh, excuse me. We'll have to see if I can check it on my phone first, my cellular device. Because Deli has one of those. Well, like I said, we're starting a little bit early. A little early, excuse me. We're starting a little late tonight, but that's only because I lost track of time after dinner and I had to stop over by the store, so we are going from there. What I am going to be doing today is I will be doing some Destiny. I want to see if I can get through the the newest expansion on my Warlock, or at least try to get as far as I can. That's mainly where I'm going at this point. Ooh, that actually sounds really nice. I was not expecting that to sound well. Okay. If the background noise and more demonic noises in the background do become a bit much, please do let me know so that way I can probably tone it down. Okay. So now, just wanted to make sure Bungie brought back the boss. So yes, and the mission is just as tedious as you would expect it to be. Unfortunately, that is basically how Bungie is right now. But I'm very happy with how the expansion. I'm very happy with how the expansion has gone, and I'm very pleased with a majority of the things that have happened. One thing in particular I am not too pleased with is something later on towards the end of the expansion. So, that I will not disclose for uh, simple spoilers sake. But I'm pretty sure a couple people already know what I'm talking about.
The Traveler came to the Sol system. It brought a golden age to humanity. They explored, they built, they thrived. Until the collapse. A terrible calamity caused by the Traveler's oldest enemy.
Lore time!
Extinction. When all hope seemed lost, the Traveler saved humanity by creating us. With the Traveler...
One thing, well, it's just something that involves a particular favorite character of mine.
From the forces of darkness. Cost.
Oh, Sundance. My husband, yes. Sweet darling.
Even that was more complicated than we thought. Our enemies wielded the light.
Some of it is gorgeous. I don't care what anyone says.
We once thought we knew. From old conflicts grew new alliances.
Yes, me, the actual person.
Learned to wield the light.
I see. He's my husband. No one can tell me otherwise. Okay.
In that darkness, we rediscovered the being responsible for humanity's collapse. The Witness. It wishes to create what it calls the final shape. Our universe.
Don't mind the Witness's design. I think it is attractive, and it would probably go on my list.
Calcified into eternity. We've tried to follow the Witness into the Traveler, and every attempt has failed.
Where's my...
Until now. Vanguard Scout Crow wished his way inside. The paracausal bond he shares with his twin sister will guide us safely through. Now, our leaders prepare a strike force to enter the Traveler, to confront the Witness. That's our role, the tip of the spear. Every battle we've fought has brought us to here and now.
Wrong one.
It's time.
I want this one, I believe. I think, anyway. They're both labeled the same, so... Okay. Too sure. That's not... Let's see. Oh, it probably would be nice to change the text. Does that fix anything? I hope it fixed something. There we go. Now the chat is more visible. That works better.
Possible.
I was simply changing the way that
There you
the
are.
chat is on screen. With it being in black lettering, it just wasn't visible as much. You know, I do not want to watch that cutscene for the fifth time in a row. I think I will bypass on that. I am not a masochist like my fellow member Grim is, so I will be doing normal. Ooh. And we'll see how stream goes with this model instead of the other one. If I have to go to fully PG using something else entirely, we'll try that as well. But for now, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything is going smoothly so far. That's a good. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. I tried very hard to pick a certain voice that I feel like would fit her. And I am putting up a lot of flair right now as we speak, so that might be adding to it as well. Giving a more, posh. Oh dear. Yes, I do as well. It's a very lovely, feature. I'm also wondering if maybe it's just this main initial story, maybe the initial story mission, just because I believe everything was alright in the other parts.
No signal on either Vanguard leader. The Guardian's comm line is open but non-responsive.
Mara, we're
So
here.
we'll just have to play through
We're here.
till we get to the Pale Heart and see if maybe, or what I could do.
Could ever comprehend. You are yet in the threshold. Whatever lies between you and the Traveler's pale heart is a side effect of the witness's
I am, excuse me, I am on highs.
I will try to buy us time. Go.
Actually, we'll do low to really see if... There we go, that's better. Alright. That is much better, actually. And the game still looks impressive. So we don't have to sacrifice gameplay just for the sake of me being able to play this game. Oh, I don't get very excuse me, I don't get good service in this dungeon.
The witness must be using them to
I don't know why I don't know why I decided to put my system down here, but I suppose that can't be helped at this point. There's a slight twinge of... Well, actually, hold on, we'll do this. Because it did tell me that I needed to reset my... Ooh. Crimson, if I'm not mistaken, that is Red. Hello, Red. Welcome to my little humble dungeon. I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much, darling. Welcome, welcome. It's the only place you don't have to do it. Exactly! The dungeon is the only place that I don't have to deal with servants at the moment. I love my little ones to death, but sometimes they can be a little bit overbearing, and it can be a little much sometimes. So, pardon that. I do need some me time every now and again, but it's nothing too serious. Forgive me, I'm currently in the process of restarting my game. Because, for some of the settings to take effect, I have to restart the game. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Your servants were Cenobite and the dungeon is not... Of course, of course. I only have a few followers of mine who could be classified as Cenobites. Although, I do believe I have a meeting with a couple Cenobites coming up here shortly. I do need to provide them some fresh souls after all. Nothing a little too harmless. It's just a little side hobby of mine that I like to keep up appearances. Very interesting and very well to talk to. I'm much surprised at how conversive that some Cenobites can be when they're in a good mood. Provide them just a little bit of a fresh soul, and they seem to be at peace with that. I want to take a second to please my followers give a big welcome to Crimson. I did meet him only recently, but he is very, very fine gentleman. Very well versed, very well spoken, has a lovely voice. So all in all, it's just a very pleasant person. So please give him a big welcome to our little humble dungeon here. And, yes, thank you so much for taking the time to join. I appreciate it so much. Oh. It's taking a little bit longer than I would have liked. However, we are not going to let that ruin our fun tonight. Especially since I get to show off this new little model of mine. I'm very pleased with it. It's very much... it has been incorporating into a lot of my day. I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene over again. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I am not a masochist. I am not putting myself through the hell that is... I'm not a masochist like Grim, we'll put it that way, Grimguard. I'm not a masochist like him. I'm not willing to put myself through the hell that is, legendary mode. Bring back the D1 Taken Scions. Of course we need the D1 Taken Scions. They're the most... they're the least annoying of the bunch, I would say. Me and Grim did... I know, but we had to give up after you left. Unfortunately, time just ran long, and we had no choice but to, sadly, not continue. But that was mainly just because he was tired and needed to rest. Not because you left. Nothing of the sort. Hold on. Just a moment. I need to fix the other chat now, because apparently the other chat is deciding it does not want to be in the right color scheme. Wait. Whoop, that is not the right one. Go back. I want this one, for sure. Is this going to be the right one? Fingers crossed. I'm not very... Yes, we go, there we go. I'm not very well aware in the technological advances that has happened over the course of humanity evolving since I've been alive. And... yeah, well, I'm not masochistic like you two. I can't afford to put myself through that. So, I believe now that we're having low difficulty, that should make things a little bit easier. There we go, it's a little bit smoother. There's still a little bit of a twinge of lag, but I think that would be much better than... much better than what it was. And the gameplay, like I said, the gameplay still looks amazing regardless, so...
We have taken incoming, but I'm picking up something strange with them. A concentrated source of light.
But, how did things go for you today, Mr. Red or Crimson, however you wish to be identified? Have things been well? I know we did have a rather interesting conversation this morning about, embarrassing stories from our childhood and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
You're imbued with extra light now. Let's try activating that concentration of darkness again. It worked. The light made the imagined structures solid, made them real.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe it might just be this main area is just too powerful. So I'm hoping once we get to the Pale Heart, then maybe it will be better. So, what are you doing this for again? What do you mean, what am I doing this for again?
Scans are inconclusive.
I'm fun, am I not?
Age and material composition.
Ooh, my hand twitched. Ugh.
Guardian, I'm not sure what that creature is.
Oh, no, I'm simply just doing this over because I have not done it on my Warlock yet. I've done it on my Hunter. I've started a majority of it on my excuse me. I did it fully on my Titan. I'm working on the process of about 3/4 of the way for my Hunter, so I figured why not just do this for my Warlock. And because it gives me something to stream and I was bored and I needed something to do. I don't normally play on Warlock because I don't necessarily like the jumping aspect. I'm not very big of a fan of the jumping. Warlock jumps, me and Warlock jumps just do not mix. Oh no, I'm just doing this simply because I finished the campaign on my Titan. And I also was doing the campaign on my Hunter, and then now I'm in the process of doing it for my Warlock. Just making sure I get everything ready to go, I suppose. And I am genuinely enjoying this campaign. There are a couple of things I probably wished would have been different. Well, for one, the entire ending of the campaign was much different than what we ended up with. Which I don't know why Bungie likes to second guess themselves when it comes to like the outcome of certain events, but God, I have terrible aim. But it shouldn't be too bad. But I do love all of the weapons. The weapons are incredible. I'm loving every single one of them. I call them my deck of cards because they all have different symbols on them, and it means that the Ace of Spades fits right in with the group. I thoroughly enjoy it. Oh. Just hit that. Leave. There's a... are, sir. Hiding back here is not going to mean I'm... Excuse me. Hiding back here alone by yourself will not make me kill you any less. I'm very pleased with my keyboard now, and it's silent. It's not mechanical anymore. I don't mind mechanical keyboards, but I think the one that I had in particular was a bit too loud, and you could hear it, oh, quite an awful lot on stream. I'm not going to deny that. That one was very loud. But now I've switched to a different keyboard setup, and it's not as loud. Went for a more minimalistic design choice. I think they're also called pudding keycaps, if I'm not mistaken. So they're very soft, and you can barely hear a thing with them. Also, they're a bit much thinner. They're a little bit thinner than most. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is this last one? Right here. Yeah, I think just all of this is what's killing it right now. So once we get back into the Pale Heart, we should be alright.
I have not been able to reach the Vanguard. Even my bond with my brother is faint.
We'll find the others. We have to.
We'll say though, this is very lovely. I'm not particularly fond of them. I don't like it when things are away from me, but I have solutions to those kinds of problems when they arrive, so I don't need to. Okay, that's Paragon.
I don't think we can win this fight.
Yep, I'm running away because I cannot fight those enemies right now. Because I do not have what I need to fight them.
The witness is pushing back against me, trying to exert its will over everything. I will hold the portal open as long as I can. The fate of all things rests on you.
I have never
Hurry.
heard Mara sound so distraught before. It's an interesting dynamic to take her character, considering how she's been so stoic and headstrong the last couple expansions that she's been a part of. Unfortunately, the way I play my games is I play like a Titan. Unfortunately, that cannot be undone from me. Once a Titan, always a Titan, no matter what the outcome. I try to mingle between the three, mainly because there are sometimes moments occur where you may need one over the other. Does this have Ricochet? Oh, that has Ricochet on it. That's interesting. Oh, goodbye. Wow, that skybox is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Did I miss that entirely? Oh my god, I missed that entire boss. And he was 2 feet in front of me. Alright. I've cried mutiny, you bitch. And the size of a bus. Yes, these taken captains are rather large.
The Allied coalition will protect the city in the Vanguard's stead. Tell him that we will join you as soon as we are able. Tell him that
He knows.
Mara is severely trying to make up for the fact of what happened during the events of Forsaken. That's what I choose to believe, anyway. Oh, what do you want, you vape cloud? Get out of here.
Failures. You have lost. Let go.
It's Caesar. It's Caesar. I cannot hold this any longer.
Basically, cut a long story short, she left her brother out of the fact that, out of the loop of the fact that she was going to fake her death for a short while, and, in doing so, caused the entirety of the events of Forsaken to happen. So if she had just kept him in the loop, Aldrin would not have gone out of his way and killed Cade in Forsaken. None of the events of Forsaken would have happened, and Riven would not have gotten. But at the same time, we wouldn't have Riven help us fight the Witness, so. The Traveler is a beautiful being, honestly. This scene is very lovely. I do enjoy this scene. Like that has a cat mouth and she does. Oh. It looks like it, I can see that, yeah. Unfortunately, no. Any redeems that will probably not work with this model. The only redeems that probably will continue to work are anything like hydration or stretch or anything like that. Positive affirmation, if you so wish. Maybe a little flirting here and there, but unfortunately you don't get to throw anything at me with this model. Oh, I've been tossing around the idea of having positive affirmation be a redeeming a thing that you can redeem. Simply just something that I thought of, because I figured it would be an interesting thing. I feel like it would be something that people would want. Just a little something to cheer them up after a bad day. Oh, this scene. This is gorgeous. I love this area so much.
Alive? Is this... This is... Guardian. That vision. I think we're inside the Traveler.
This is the inside of the Traveler. It is absolutely gorgeous. When does Solstice start? Let's get it. No, I mean positive affirmation, as in I tell you things like something good to you. Also, I unfortunately do not know when Solstice starts. Last I heard, the last Guardian games was the last event that we were going to partake in. When the expansion was released, before the expansion was released. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Oh, that is killing it. That is killing it even more so. I have to look at the ground for a second, just for a second, until we bypass. Till we bypass, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this might be a little better. Because the effect that they use here is beautiful. Like, this effect. This is another one of my favorite parts of this. Especially in here. Now, is being inside the Traveler going to kill it or fix it? It actually...
Across the threshold. This is it. We're really here.
I think if I ever start gaining any kind of monetization by doing streaming, the first thing that most of the money will probably go to is upgrading my system. Sorry, okay. If I were to ever start getting any kind of monetization from doing this, I probably, on top of the money that I make while getting paid for my actual job, I would probably go into buying new parts for my setup. Currently, I'm in the process of buying a new graphics card, which is a 3060, if I'm not mistaken. That one's not too bad. It's probably the less expensive out of the bunch, but it's still something that I need to save up for. I'm also might be getting some more RAM. Some more RAM would probably be really helpful.
I can't pick up anything. No comm signals from Sol. Zavala, Ikora, do you read us? Nothing. We're
I
alone.
need to look at something really quickly. Is this the look I really want to go into while looking at Cade? Probably not. Maybe mine. Maybe this look? This is my strand. Okay, what was the green shader that I had on it? Super black is nice, but you can only... Oh, that does not look good on that setup. Okay. Not. Which one was it? Was it that one? It was this one. There we go. It does look nice, don't get me wrong, it looks absolutely gorgeous and I'm very happy that I have it. However, having that shader on every single piece of armor that I own really takes away the,
I can feel the light here. It's everywhere.
really takes away.
The grass, the air. It's not what I expected the heart of the Traveler would be like, but it's beautiful, isn't it? And so familiar.
Back my Ace of Spades, and we'll put that one on.
This is city architecture.
Yeah, it's nice to know that we're on the ceiling instead of the floor. Just, It's Grim.
Servants of the Witness. They must be remnants from a conquered species.
Oh. I don't like warlock jumps. These things are called Grim. And I mainly call them that because of Grimguard. Well, the word is very small. It is very hard to see. Wow, I was not expecting that to hit that.
There.
Let's see what prismatic is for warlocks. Still need to finish Wrath of the Machine and do one. Yeah, Wrath of the Machine I didn't get to finish much of. Oh, that is interesting.
Power tore right through their defenses.
I didn't even see the defenses that were being torn through. Did it just give me the entirety of Strand, or what? Yeah.
I know this street. I know that shop. That's the tower. That's our tower. Before Gaul destroyed it years ago.
So,
Wait. I'm picking up a Vanguard emergency transponder. It's faint, but it's not far from here. Someone else must have made it through.
some of the missions in this expansion are tedious to a degree. Okay, one more thing I want to try doing. Close that. Quit. Close these images. Quit. What are the programs I think I can close? I think all of the programs that I have open now are the ones that I need. So maybe hopefully having Opera closed will fix some things. That is a possibility. It can be done that way. Should someone so choose to need such or need heavy use of such material. Heaven forbid I actually want to have fun in this game and actually do a finisher. Oh god, clamber, please. Because it just will not let me today. I don't know why it switched me to Strand for some reason. I was on Void. I don't know why I got switched to Strand. And only Strand. Like, the last couple times I've done this, on my Hunter it gave me Stasis and Solar. On my Titan I got Solar and Void. Come on, Ezron. You've done this before. You've done this for 10 years already. You can survive another. Did not expect that to actually reach that, but alright, we'll live with it. Oh, you want to jump over here with me? Alright, well, you can die then. I was gonna let you live, but nope, you decided you wanted to die, so that's how it's going to be. Oh, grab it. Okay. Alright, have this. I don't have the time to deal with you right now. Oof. A little challenging, but nothing my Warlock can't handle. They show mercy, that's rare. I do not appreciate such slander, and I will choose to ignore that.
This was the old Vanguard command center, but it's changed. Light and dark are welling up here, more than I've ever felt before. Feels like you could reach out and pull all that power to you, control it. Could you?
Look at him! Look at my son!
Dark is... it's gone. It's gone. Guardian, you fused light and dark into harmony. How?
What is the new... It's a solar. I have to unlock it first. Alright, well, we'll play around with... Oh, okay. What aspects? I thought that said weasel, not weaver. Oh my god. Let's do Nova Bomb. I'm not doing Blink. I refuse to do Blink. Okay. massive void energy and stasis magic. Impact plays a miniature black hole orbited by a sloping field. My goodness, they went all out with warlocks. Why is it that Titans just suck? A whole boogle of weasels. I have slain this boogle of weasels.
The transport signal isn't far. The signal's coming from here. Wait. There's something. Guardian, watch out!
Are these things? These are Taken. So the thing with Taken is that they used to be different races, but then they were taken by. Well, it started with the Taken King Oryx. He had the ability to take pretty much anything he wanted. But mainly it was just because of Oryx. So they are basically their own entities. They've just been taken, which is basically the essence of possessed, I want to say. I'm not quite sure. But the Taken have been a big part of Destiny lore for a minute. At least I'm not 100% sure if they were in D1. My memory on D1 is a little foggy. Mainly because I don't have a console to play it on. But I did get a brief moment to play it a while back. But that was a while ago. Oh, hi, you are right there. Let me get my healing, please. Let me get my healing, please. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Yes, that is a subjugator. No. It is one of the two twins, as the group likes to call them. You want taken silent split every 5 seconds. Yes, I remember now. I remember now. And this walking vape cloud showed up and decided to ruin everyone's day.
That was intense. I think I need a minute.
Alright, buddy, take a moment. It's alright, Horizon.
The Traveler. It's hurting. I can feel. I feel it's.
Ezron, my child, my son.
Thanks. So, what's next? We're outmatched. We're alone, and what is that noise?
It's coming from over there.
Hmm. Oh.
You gotta get better boots, Crow. I could hear you coming a mile away. Now, Aldrin, he could sneak up on a fella. You're not Crow. Well, I'll be damned.
My hubby, my husband.
Cade, how long has it been?
A lifetime.
Too long.
The kid told me a few guns were on their way. Said the Vanguard would send their best. It's real good to see you two. I finally have someone to talk to about Crow's stupid haircut. Come on. I'm guessing you have questions. And I won't say I have answers.
It depends.
I like Crow's haircut.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk over Cade. I'd like to listen when he speaks. When I say my husband, I mainly refer to myself. There's...
Well, where to even start? I died. You probably remember that. Not great. Partly my fault. Lesson learned. Let's not dwell. After that, nothing. But not a bad nothing. A peaceful nothing. I think
This whole cutscene is my second monitor's background.
she was part of me. Or I was part of her. Like we were two cards shuffled back into our deck, whole again. And then there was... well, there was pain. Separation. Something pulling me out.
Riven.
I woke up here in this body alone. No ghost, no way to use the light. And what could make this traumatic experience better than finding my killer waiting for me? But we talked it out because we're adults. He seems nicer these days. Yeah, pretty low bar, I'll admit. Because we got bigger problems. Bigger, weirder problems. Crow said this was all inside the Traveler, but I already knew. It's in pain. Pain I can feel. Somebody's up in that monolith with their hand on a knife. Crow calls it the witness. And what it's doing out here has a name too. The final shape. It's the end of everything. So I figure, might as well try to stop it.
Hell yeah.
I know I said it already, but it is good to see you. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
It's good to see you too, Cade. I never thought...
Hey, it's all right. I get it. This is a lot. And as much as we both want to catch up, we ain't got that kind of time yet. We got to get out there and find Crow. I was expecting him, not you, and that ain't a good sign.
Yeah, you're right. We can save the celebrations for later. Guardian, can we talk for a minute first? Just you and me?
I'll give you two some time. Last I heard from the kid, he was out on patrol, called in some sort of darkness anomaly. I'll scout ahead. Catch up with me when you're ready.
I do. See, this is another thing that I thoroughly enjoyed about this expansion, is the ability every so often to have these little one-on-ones with your ghost.
So, Cade, I looked him over while you were talking. Scan says that's really him. There's a few readings I can't explain. He's made of light, like me, like the Traveler. Ghosts are guides, conduits for the light. Cade might not be able to wield his as a weapon, but if he's like me, maybe he can share the Traveler's light, like we do. I'm not sure. This is new. But look what else we've gained. I can feel it. The way the light flows through you. Freer. Harmonious with darkness. A full chromatic spectrum. I've only experienced something of this magnitude once before. When the Traveler created ghosts to raise guardians. When I was born. We're going to need everyone to save it from the Witness. Cade's got a lead on Crow and Glint. Let's start there.
Is the stream really laggy for you, or is it choppy? Yes, it is, of course. Okay. Jesus, I will never be able to play this game fully. This is why I really need to upgrade my system setup.
Feels a bit strange being back on this side of the comms, just like the good old days. Now, last transmission I got from Crow was just before you showed up.
You said he and Glint were scouting ahead.
Right. He called in some sort of anomaly, said he'd sniff around the perimeter. Personally, I prefer a little more direct approach. I ever tell you about the Hunter Vanguard before me? His name was Andal Brask. He's my mentor.
Ugh, damn, I missed that.
Great shot. Terrible gambler. Still, we had this friendly little wager about what was inside the Traveler. I told him there's nothing. So of course Andal says, well then I'm betting on everything. Everything. Lucky guess. The inside is a composite of the outside. You're gonna see some things you recognize, and some things you don't. Treat it all as real. Unless it ain't. But I can guarantee the Shadow Legion up ahead are as real as they come.
And I will say that's an interesting grenade. Oh, I forgot about you. Welcome back. No, 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 no. You are not doing that right now. Come on. Why does that animation take so long to load in? Well, it's a Tormentor. I think he's supposed to be strong. But I'm used to these boys by now. Oh! I got him to jump. No, you don't. I'm not gonna deal with you guys right now. I'm gonna have to deal with you guys right now. Alright. It basically buffs. Hold on. I need to be tapped out of the game so that I am not lagging so I can explain this. So, throughout Destiny, the longest thing that you've known is the light. Basically, Solar, Void, and Arc were the main three supers for the longest time in Destiny. And then we gained Stasis, and then Strand, and now this. This is your, what do they call it? Prismatic. So basically it's a hodgepodge of different abilities, select abilities, and supers. You know, it's not necessarily a new element in more the sense of you're combining light and dark together. But you can only use select things that the game has already pre-picked. Which kind of sucks because if you're a Titan, a lot of the stuff that they picked is not good.
Kate, is that you? Glint, where's the damn kid? I've been trying to raise you both on comms for hours. Gone. The hell do you mean, gone? The anomaly we were investigating, it's a construct of darkness, I think. A cave mouth. It felt wrong, like it doesn't belong here. I begged him not to go inside, but you know how he is. I tried to follow, I did. Barrier, this place, the cave, it's impossible for me to push past it all.
Stay where you are. We'll find a way through.
Oh, damn. I don't know what you're going to use those for. I believe that means you are the highest right now.
These locks control that barrier between us and Crow.
Cade, any ideas?
Oh, I was never good at puzzles. Was always more Ikora's thing.
Okay, 1, 2.
dials in the area.
Affirmative. But Guardian will handle it.
Oh, it's one of the twins.
Please hurry,
Take
Guardian.
that.
Crow has no one to raise him if he falls. Glint, this ain't your fault. He's my Guardian. My responsibility. And you're his. I know you want eyes on him. But you need to stay out of sight until help gets there.
Ah, yes, here they are. They're up here. Okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3. So we'll just do 1, 2, 2, and then one more. One, 2, 3. And then we will just reverse it. Oh shit. Okay, nope. We needed 2, not 3. One more. There we go. Not too hard. Well, now that you know what you're supposed to do, I believe day 1 this was very hard to figure out. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3 again. 2. And 3. Question mark? Possibly somewhere. Here, maybe. Shit, I ran out of time. Okay. Ah, there they are. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Tinnitus. This game really gives you tinnitus. That's great. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, 1, 2. I'm gonna assume 2. We'll go with 2 and see how that leads us. 1, 2. So we need counter bullets. Ah, that middle one counts as 1. Okay. There we go. There we go. Of course, the farthest one away had to be the last one.
Cade, what do you make of that bird that led us to Glint?
Well, it seems pretty obvious to me. I think it's pretty obvious to you, too. The real mystery is why nobody wants to say it out loud.
Do we have VSync on or something?
A traveler. It's helping us.
Trying to wonder if maybe it's not my game, but maybe it's something else entirely, because it tells me to put on a faster encoder, but I have it on the fastest encoder it could possibly be on. None of my other programs, aside from the ones that I need to run my streaming stuff, are on.
Mess it up, Guardian!
Just because you said it that way, Cade, I will do that. Once, I'm gonna hit you with that. Again, I'm gonna hit you with that. Oh, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not good. This whole time I was doing this, I thought the blights shielded him. They did not. Okay. Eat that, and then run away from that, because that can sometimes kill me.
You're through! I'm coming with you. No, Clint, you hold. The Guardian will give us the all clear.
I never really understood why Cade was so incessant on Glint staying put, and then I realized why. Because that is how Sundance died, was because they were not paying too much attention. Of course that wasn't the boss. Why did I wasted my super? Okay. Oh, I don't want to die by my own grenade. Oof. It was far too close for comfort. Oh, okay. Give me that solar. Oh, incinerator snap. I will take that. I do enjoy that one.
This must be it. Blitz right. This feels cancerous. Like a blight. But it's different somehow.
Oh,
What is this? Decision. Guardian.
You were thrust into an unending life of certitude.
It's in my mind. Trying to tear me apart.
Let us free you from this architect of your enslavement.
No! I did it. I fought it off. Shut it out.
No matter. Our voice will suffice.
That diorama.
It is but a facsimile, a testament to loyalty, an expression of longing. Crow. We see his heart held in talons. We hear it beat with his twin sisters still. Within final shape, we offer the vision of our pride, of yours, friends, looking to gain what's best. But, like you, he chose pain.
You use the darkness to exploit Crow's memories?
And the light to give them form. Don't you see how beautiful it all could be?
perhaps I don't want it to be like that. Because your ideologies are not mine. Ugh. I find it interesting though. I don't believe I ever streamed it, and if I did, I will have to go back and see if I can find it. But these are the same remnants and infection that you find in the mission for the Dead Man's Tale. There's also where you happen to. I do not have it on my Warlock, however. It's on my Titan. It is where you receive. Where is he? Come on now, where are you? There you are. This is where you receive this shell. This is the shell of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was the ghost of Catabasis.
We offer to erase Prince Uldren's stain from the Dreaming City, to grant Crow dominion of the reef, the Awoken, and all the stars beyond. But he chose pain.
Which is the exact Catabasis that I got one of my old gamer tags from.
subjects himself so completely to your traveler. This belief was taught, conditioned into you. It can be unlearned.
See, the Witness was also a voice inspiration I figured I'd take for Deli.
There. Up ahead. Crow. Crow?
Quiet. Listen. I've seen these veiled statues before. You have too. It's whispering something, but I can't quite make it out. Stop listening to it! I told you to wait outside. This place is... I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on you.
He's right, Glint.
I don't care. He doesn't get to make those decisions for me. We're supposed to be a team. Guardian and Ghost. That's how the Traveler made us. I'm sorry. Don't ever leave me behind again. Promise. I promise.
Let's set up camp outside. Kate's not far.
Of course he isn't. Tell me you got the drop on him at least.
You and the Guardian both need better boots.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky this time.
Oh, this is gonna be my new ghost shell. Oh no. Oh. Oh, I don't think you guys realize what I've just seen. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna snag that the moment that I get it. To show it, I have to open up my Opera GX again. So, I open my Twitter while I'm waiting for all of this to play through, and the first thing I see when I load into my Twitter, or X, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is this little fella. Cade 6 Ghost Show. C6 Show. For ghosts who hero worship Cade 6. I'm going to snag that when it drops later this season. And that will be the only thing that I use on my Titan anyway. This game just really feeds into my love for Cade. My god. Bit Opera, so I can do. Hang on, what? Do I have the Warlock sit? No, I have the Wave. Sit. Warlocks kneel, don't they? Yes, they do.
It's hard to describe.
Park a seat right here.
It's like these pockets of darkness are physical manifestations of the Witness's presence here. An infection, festering.
You said it spoke to you.
In the dark. Tempting me. The
Witness knows what's in our hearts and minds. It promises to make it all real. Listen, whatever the Witness is doing to the Traveler, our ghosts can feel it too. And it's spreading. Ikora would know what to do.
Oh, don't worry, kid. We'll find her. Even if we have to blast our way through.
I don't think it's that simple.
Sometimes it can be. Let's just get our bearings again. Refocus.
Agreed.
What a relief to see Crow and Glint again. That cave we found him in, where the Witness tried to possess me. A malignant place like that.
You could sit and listen to Ace all day. Oh, you mean Cade? Yes, I could, in fact, sit and listen to Cade all day.
Shaped by the Witness. Corrupted. No wonder it could project itself there. At least out here, the Traveler's Light still protects us. As much as it can, anyway. My shell? Don't worry. It's not as bad as it looks. The Witness barely left a crack. We take hits and we get back up again. Right, Guardian? The others spotted a location nearby that resembles the Io Cradle. Sounds like something that would be of interest to a warlock we know.
Yeah, his gun is the Ace of Spades.
That's the helm signal. Mara, we can barely hear you. I'll try to boost the connection.
Crow? Does this reach you?
She can't hear us. I'll keep trying to clean up the signal.
The portal remains unstable, and your enemy has barred the way behind you. The abominations you encountered are of the Witness's making. This is but a fraction of the power it now wields. Using stolen light, it has created a new army in opposition to the one the Traveler raised. Stewards of the final shape. No matter. The Coalition convenes to devise a method of dispelling the Witness's interference. Keitel and Mithrax have promising theories. Once this desperate attempt to slow us is left broken, we will rejoin the attack. Let my voice send you now, in flight to strike down the Witness and all its followers. Go with hope and with vengeance.
Get in his live. I could probably raid him later. I think I'm only going to do a 2-hour one today, mainly because I only did this. I wasn't originally going to stream today. I was mainly going to just kind of like skip it and go tomorrow. However, I decided why not after I saw the time, so because I started late, I will probably call it earlier. So we'll keep going, but
Scouting earlier. Dismissed it as another anomaly until Ghost described Ikora's ship.
No one was inside. So she's alive. We just have to find her.
Yeah, and that's always easier said than done.
I'm sending you some coordinates. You're on the lookout for something that resembles the cradle on Io. We'll start there.
We're not the only ones looking for Ikora.
The Hive already bothering you?
We can handle them.
Well, go right ahead. I'll be here for moral support.
Concentrated darkness.
The least we can do is put it to good use.
Kate.
More of the Witness's abominations. Careful, Guardian.
sign of Ikora? Or her ghost?
Nothing yet.
There. Up ahead.
We know Ikora abandoned her ship. Maybe she found something.
Maybe so, but going it alone isn't worth the risk. I learned that the hard way.
Luckily, she's got the 2 sharpest hunters in the system to back her up.
Oh, yeah. And when did they...
Oh, that's an interesting dialogue change.
That shield creates concentrated light. You can use it to power those wells.
Where light rises, darkness recedes.
Sounds like you've been reading Ikora's field journals.
I always try to learn from the best.
More hive ahead. Eyes up.
Xivu Arath's followers again. Of course they'd answer the witness's call.
Well, I'm glad somebody's been paying attention. Me, I see 3 glowing green eyes. I open fire, and then apologize to Eris later.
Like I said earlier, I don't like warlock jumps, and I don't think I've missed a single one since. One, two, three, four. Okay. I guess this puzzle always stays the same regardless of how you do it. I always thought it was randomized. Oh, it does randomize. Oh no, I was wrong. Man, this is getting worse by the second. I don't know what's wrong. don't know. I'm assuming it's this one next. Might be wrong. It was not wrong. Okay.
So, using both light and dark energy is what brought down that barrier.
Mara often spoke of the balance of light and dark. We awoken were made in conflict. Our connection to darkness is as ingrained as our connection to light. Not all Guardians are awoken, but it does feel like we all share that conflict.
This is definitely Ikora's ship. Let's take a closer look.
Commander, Guardian, I hope you are both safe, and that you found Crow. I haven't been able to raise you on comm, so I cannot be certain. You know I am not one to be moved without evidence. How did you put it, Zavala? Scientific obstinance. But there is an uncanny sanctity to this place. I feel an impulse. I seek to commune with the Traveler myself. I sense if I reach out, that it will reach back. If not here, where? Find me. I'll be at the cradle. It's just how I remember it.
Okay.
Stay sharp. I'm picking up a reading very similar to something Crow and I ran into shortly after we arrived. What, another charming gunslinger with roguish good looks?
A hive ogre. But it definitely has your
Oh.
humanity.
We've got it on the run. Crow, how did you manage to avoid it earlier?
Avoided? Glint, how many times did you revive me? 5? 6?
12. But who's counting? Not bad. If you can't be efficient, be persistent.
I think we'll hit the 2-hour mark shortly after this mission, so I will take that as a sign to I do have someone that I want to raid now, though, so that's good. We won't have to worry too much about that. It won't be much, but at least it'll give him some support, because he deserves it. He's playing Final Fantasy right now, so... That and I woke up really early today, so I'm slowly dying as well. But I wanted to at least have something put out today. because I have not done anything lately, stream-wise, and I felt like I owed you guys for that. I will probably do something for tomorrow as well. Maybe we'll continue. Or maybe I'll do something else tomorrow. So when I'm done with this, we'll raid again and I will get some rest and we'll try this again tomorrow. Anything would be cool. Maybe I'll see if I can get the guys together tomorrow and do something. We'll get the guys together, we'll do something tomorrow. I don't see how that wouldn't be a bad idea.
It's creating a path forward. Guardian, I'm sensing a surge in power, in both light and dark.
Hey, when we find Ikora, if she's...
Ikora's strong. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, that's good. Great. But not really what I'm worried about. I was gonna ask if you think she's still mad at me?
For what?
Well, I made a promise, then I broke it. I died.
Get ready, Guardian. The Witness's forces are heading your way.
I hate these new enemies. Ugh. What the heck? Oh. Oh, their heads look like interesting. Probably not gonna do anything. Oh wow, it did a lot more than I thought it would. Please don't. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, come on. Okay.
Get ready, Guardian. The Witness's forces are heading your way.
Oak. Silence was scarier than any yelling. Oh, it was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Not gonna reach. No, it did not. Just dozing off the second there was silence. I knew something bad happened. It's alright.
We found Ikora. She's deep in meditation.
If Ikora zenned out,
Alright.
we might actually get some answers from the Traveler.
Thank you, Guardian. I thought that maybe here, maybe the Traveler might give me some sort of guidance, as it once did for the Speaker. I closed my eyes and I opened my heart and mind. I think I heard it screaming.
So did we, when we came through the portal.
This place.
We know.
The witness infecting the Traveler. Darkness combined with light. I wish Osiris could see it. He was always ready with a hypothesis. But here's mine. The witness brought darkness into the Traveler. Everything you see here inside it is a physical manifestation of a thought made real by the light. Your thoughts, mine, the witnesses. It plans to weaponize that light, reshaping
Okay.
reality outside.
So you don't have to stay for the full raid, but I at least would like to go over to Geddon and Mishima could stream the rest of his stream and stuff like that, so
Imagine your greatest triumph.
once this cutscene is over, I will
Regret.
start the
As a part of a universe
start the raid.
only exists except by the witness's consent.
He's getting raided by a bunch of people, so
This is what your eternity will
who knows, maybe it'll be a little
safely inside.
and like I said, I know it's not much, but
Is its promised salvation.
it's something at least.
Is the final shape. The witness sees itself as the god it wishes the Traveler was. And although the Traveler resists the witness's corruption, it,
Okay.
everything we know, will
Oh, it's gonna go really quick, so thank you everybody, I love you. Oh no wait, maybe it's not. I think it's loading.
not to put all his faith in the Traveler,
Okay.
to save some for the rest of
So wanna thank you, Buck, for staying and helping me. This is more so a little test run to see this new voice, to see how well the voice works. I really appreciate it. You're amazing. I love you so much. Yeah, something is better than nothing anytime. I think I'm gonna try to see what I can do for the rest of it. But let's go pop over to say hi to Geddon and see how things are with him, and then go from there.